When you train concentration, it's like a muscle. When the bell rings on your formal period of meditation practice, that muscle doesn't just go away. Now you're more concentrated. And you go into life like that. You become a more potent, concentrated dose of what you are. What's the opposite of that? Diluted, diluted. But with regard to the meditation practice, we could say diluted, deluded. I have a teacher, rest in peace, the late great Dan Brown. He would call the general state of consciousness for most people who don't have a formal practice as a mind wandering mode. You just kind of going through life, but your attention never really lands on anything for very long. Concentration is not stable. Your mind is just very jumpy. The mind has a mind of its own, like a gnat. It just buzzes from one thing to another, and we just follow it around. But as concentration becomes more stable, we start to tease apart thought and attention. And attention can remain on the concentration object, say the breath or the count, even while thought kind of flits around in the background. But thought becomes less personal. Start to be able to direct your attention. And then, like I said, the bell rings, and then you can still have this capacity to direct your attention on whatever the moment demands. That's called mental pliancy. So you can bring the fullness of your attention to a conversation with a client. Then you can bring a fullness of your attention to your workout. Then you can bring the fullness of your attention to your emails. Then you can bring the fullness of your attention to playing with your son. Whatever you do, you're bringing a concentrated dose of yourself. That's why we say concentration is the foundational skill that leads to performance excellence in all tasks. Because if you can concentrate, you're going to get better at whatever it is that you're doing.